What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Tony Be Hunting Figs. Hope you watched the last video I just dropped with that quick rant, toy haul, toy review that I got in the mail. So I hope you enjoyed that and like, comment on that one. So finally, I'm gonna have a couple of haul videos coming up because there's a lot of stuff that I actually did pick up over time. I just haven't had time to do the individual toy hauls, and I don't want to make this such a long video. So I'm just gonna get straight to it. So what I wanted to show, what I found a couple of days ago, which I was kind of happy to find, was the multiverse Batman battle damage from the Dark Knight Returns. So I was able to pick that up, which is pretty awesome. And what I like about it is that it does come with that light post. So it's something cool that if you have a diorama or you create one, it could add for figure photography. So I think that's pretty awesome, especially the head scope. And of course, you get the interchangeable head to change it. And then you get the cool box art on the back from one of the pages in the comic book. So another reason why I'm glad I found this at GameStop, if you couldn't tell from the sticker. I ended up picking an accessory pack, and I don't know, I'm 50-50 on it, but there's certain little things that I like from it, is the reason why I picked it up. So I picked up the Last Ronin accessory pack over at Target. So those of you who are familiar with the Last Ronin and the accessory pack, I believe it comes with an extra head scope, battle damage for the turtle. It also comes with a battle damage bot head. It comes with, I don't know what this is because I haven't read the comic yet, so I don't know if that's like a hologram. I'm assuming it's a hologram that they're looking at. I heard this is Shredder, or another family member of his. I don't know. I don't remember. I could be wrong. I think this is like a vest that comes, like an extra vest that comes for one of these characters, which I don't have. I haven't picked that one up. This is kind of pretty cool. The smoke bombs with the smoke effect, and it comes with a bunch of these Mouser dogs, and it looks like a dynamite stick with the little fire effect, and I guess the little journal that says no peace, and it comes with this damage bot. I forgot which is the name of this damage bot. I don't think, no, this doesn't have Velcro to look at it like a window. And I think the coolest thing about it is that this also comes with a lamppost, like the Batman figure right here, Bleecker and Sullivan. It actually comes with a traffic light, and you can see the light post right there. And from the review, I know with the Batman light post, they said it's a little top heavy, but from the review from, I believe is Mad Hatter, he said it's pretty stable. And Bleecker Street, it always reminds me of the 90s Turtles movie. So it takes me back to that nostalgia. So I kind of have ideas for figure photography using this Batman and using this street scene. But I think I also want to kind of do like a crossover with the Last Ronin and this Batman, especially using the battle damage for both characters. So that's pretty dope that this at least came with a battle damage head scope. So that's pretty cool. So I picked that up. It was 50 bucks. Is it really worth 50 bucks? You know, it's subjective, you know, depends if you really want it. I really wish my area had more turtle accessories, which I might have to order. But I'm definitely planning to order the McFarlane accessories for like a lot of the DC multiverse, since they don't want the DC multiverse characters to carry guns. So I'm gonna look into that. And another thing that I picked this up at Walmart, and I guess, you know, it fits the season for Halloween. So I did pick up the 2-pack of the Creature double feature of the NECA, what is this? The Turtles and the Universal Monster mashup. And this is the Wolfman Raphael and the Hunchback Leonardo. So I didn't, I thought about collecting this line, but I just didn't get into it. I said, So I saw that this came out in the black and white version, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I still didn't pick it up because I didn't pick up the color versions. Why would I pick up the black and white? But I saw that this was half off. It was 35 bucks. So I was like, it's a good steal. And these, I saw that they came out with a 4-pack at Target right after I bought this. I don't even know how much they want for the 4-pack, probably 150 like the other 4-packs, which is kind of, it's too much. But I felt like that was a good steal, 35 for 2 of these. So I'm gonna look to see if I could find the other turtles to complete this set. So I thought that was pretty cool to find these. So I'm thinking of how I should display them. So, this might sit in box for a while until I can decide how I want to display it. But now I'm kind of thinking that I want to order the NECA accessory set for the Frankenstein. So I think that would kind of be an awesome idea to incorporate that into this Universal Monsters Turtle mashup. So I got that. Now I was over at Ollie's, and I was pleasantly surprised. For me, I'm not like, I don't expect to find great things at Ollie's. Ollie's usually, I'll go there and find like snacks, protein bars, I always toy hunt anyway. They normally don't have anything, but I noticed they started having a couple of what I think is pretty good stuff. And I saw that they had the Ant-Man from Quantumania. Now I know this movie is trash, but I've been trying to build up my MCU. So I would rather have the original Ant-Man costume from the first movie, but I saw this at Ollie's and I was like, oh, finally, because I'm like, I'm not going to spend 25, almost $30 for this, but it was 10 bucks. So I picked that up so I can finally, I mean, it's a good figure. It's a good looking figure, awesome head sculpt. So at least now I have an Ant-Man for my Marvel MCU movie team. And I'm not sure who else I'm missing from that. I think I might get Fat Thor. The old school toy shop that I go to has him because I have the original Thor. I think it's from the second movie. And he has the Endgame Thor, so I might pick it up. I'm not too sure. But so far, I have Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. I have the regular Bruce Banner. I was able to find Doctor Strange. I need a Hawkeye, so I'm gonna see if I can find a Hawkeye. I have a Black Widow from the MCU movies. So yeah, and I think I mentioned Captain America. So I'm looking good on that end. I just don't have an MCU Hulk, and I don't have an MCU HulkBuster. But of course, if you watched my last video, you know the HulkBuster that I ordered that I was hyped. So I don't know if they come out with another HulkBuster MCU style. Would I get it? I don't know. It depends. I don't know if it'll be worth it. I don't really like getting doubles of stuff. Not saying it's the same because there obviously would be different, but it's like, for instance, I like Sting. Sting is one of my favorite wrestlers. If I could get a good Sting action figure, I don't need to get and I'm talking about like the Crow Sting in particular. I don't need to get a bunch of variations of the Crow Sting. If I could get one good one, I'm satisfied with that. I may get another one if it's a different one that looks cool, but I'm okay with at least having one in my collection at least. But it always depends, it changes. Sometimes they'll come out with a better figure, but I'm just using that as an example. So I saw that. And I don't know how many Captain Americas I saw, but then I also saw this for 10 bucks, which I haven't seen this. Maybe I've seen this before, but it was a Captain America Bucky Barnes. And I didn't even know it was a Bucky Barnes Captain America. I was like, oh snap, another Captain America. I kind of like the way this one looks as well. And he has like the black pants, the black arms. So I was like, oh, it's pretty awesome. And then once I got home and it looks like he comes with a firearm with a silencer and a knife and 2 extra hands. And then I saw Bucky Barnes and I was like, oh, okay, so this must be at some point in the comic he had the mantle. Because I know in the MCU movies you can see they went a different route with the Falcon, but I was like, hey, let me pick them up. There's a couple of 2-packs that I seen like on JB's Toy Trunk. Forgot the characters, but I haven't seen them. I was looking for the Ultimate Rob Van Dam and Brock Lesnar. Couldn't find it. Not in the Ollie's I'm at. So, and I'm like, those are pretty good finds. Like, those are pretty good figures. Like, I'm surprised they were even at Ollie's, the Ultimates of Rob Van Dam and Brock Lesnar. Like, those aren't figures that are peg warmers. Maybe the Brock Lesnar was, but I was hoping I would find the Brock Lesnar because I have the Rob Van Dam, but I was hoping to find the Brock Lesnar, but unfortunately I couldn't find it. Also, I wanted to show you guys, I know in the last video, I picked up these Ninja Turtle mashups with WWE. So I decided to break them out the box. And I kind of like how they were designed. So for Seth Rollins, who's Leo, I wish they would have came with something so he can put his katana swords in, but I'll show you what he came with. But I like his vest is removable. It's kind of like a plastic type of material. It's not like cloth or anything, but I like how they incorporated the shell in the back and kind of like the front chest shell, I guess, is a shell piece. And I was looking at the glasses. The glasses do come off, but I like how they incorporated it into like a bandana. So I thought that was a pretty neat detail in itself. And then of course, you know, they incorporated like the blue knee pads, like, you know, Leonardo. Surprised they didn't give him elbow pads, but I don't think Seth Rollins wears elbow pads. And then I guess they wanted to put the feet green, you know, because it's supposed to be turtle feet. But, you know, you got the gold coloring on the front of the boots to match the shell. So it's a pretty nice figure. So I'm gonna definitely display that. And then I definitely had to break out the Cody Rhodes, Casey Jones mashup. Of course, his mask is removable, so, but I'm more than likely gonna keep the mask on. And he does come with a hockey stick and a bat, and he has his American Nightmare belt incorporated kind of into like, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, that sucks. He doesn't come with like a bag like Casey Jones, but they kind of put these little tabs in the back so you can put the weapons on there. So that was pretty dope. And I really like the design of the mask. It's more of the Cody Rhodes skeleton skull design that he has. Is not really like the Casey Jones design, if you guys know what I'm talking about, because Casey Jones has a particular look on his mask, but this is like his own kind of unique look, but they were obviously able to incorporate it into a mask. So I thought that worked. So it's a really nice figure. I kind of like it a lot. So I still haven't seen the Rey Mysterio Raphael, unfortunately, and I haven't been able to see the Donatello, but I think I've seen the Michelangelo, but I'm not really interested. I'd rather find the Rey Mysterio if I can, but I do have the Shredder Roman Reigns, but I put that away. I didn't break that out. And then, of course, I have the King Booker. Took that out the box, and this is a pretty awesome figure. So the crown does come off. Crown is removable. He does come with an extra pair of hands. And then he has the scepter, of course, and the cloth or cape or whatever it is. It's plastic material, but you can take it off. I wish it was soft goods, but maybe this is better. Maybe it'll last. But it's a pretty good looking figure. Good looking wrestling figure. So I'm gonna think of ways of how I'm gonna display him. So, but I really was curious, and this is my first Booker T action figure, and right now I'm currently trying to find Harlem Heat from the Monday Night Wars. So that'll be my first old school Booker T. So I'm really trying to look for that now. Now, oh, also when I was at Ollie's, and I'm a big Hulk fan. I used to be a big Spider-Man fan. I'll say maybe between Spawn, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. I don't know. They're fighting for the number 2 spot, but definitely Hulk. And I saw this. I saw the Joe Fixit Hulk. So I saw this beefy guy. This was $20, so this was like half off. So I saw this like, oh, I definitely have to pick this up. This was, to me, it's just an awesome figure. I don't know too much about this character. That's why I want to start getting more into reading like Planet Hulk and more of the other Hulk comic books. So he does come with a pair of closed fist hands, which I'm pretty sure you'll know how those look. And then he comes with another head right here. So kind of like grinning. And then obviously this head is more serious, and he comes with a Tommy gun. I was able to get his hand, his trigger finger in there, so it wasn't a big deal. You just have to adjust it, and I was able to kind of like get the hand gripped right here in front of the Tommy gun. This does come apart. You just have to like slip it in there, and it clicks for the ammunition right here for the magazine. So this is a beefy figure. I like the way it feels in hand. And I didn't even know that this was a Joey Fixit. I'm like so far behind on a lot of this Marvel stuff, but I didn't know that this was another variation of the Joe Fixit that came in the 2-pack with Wolverine, aka Patch. So I guess they're pretty much the same size, but you can see they're slightly different in the head sculpt. This one looks like more of the first Hulk they came out, but they're pretty much the same size. By comparison, I think, yeah, they definitely reused the same shoes, and I think they used the same pants. I think everything is the same. Yeah, pretty much. The only difference is the only difference is obviously is the face sculpt, and he has a bow tie and he has a regular tie, and he has like a handkerchief in his pocket, and the head sculpt. So that's pretty dope. So let me put him back next to Patch over here. But yeah, I thought that was pretty dope, and I have ideas of how I want to poly pose him and the other Joe Fixit with the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. So I have a lot of ideas in my head about that. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. But I thought this was a nice pickup. They had a bunch of these in Ollie's. I don't remember this. Maybe I saw this one before, but this probably was before I was even collecting. But I don't. I guess I can't. I don't see a lot of people saying, "Oh, let me pick up the Joe Fixit, Hulk character," because it probably doesn't appeal to a lot of people, especially a lot of kids. I think most people identify Hulk as the normal Hulk, green with the ripped pants and no shirt. So let me put that there. Now the next thing I want to show you guys, I was shocked to find this because my area normally doesn't get anything, but finally I can add a Thundercat to my collection. I can add Lionel. I did see Monkey, but I'll probably get him next week if it's around in the other areas that I'm gonna check. But I've never seen a Super 7 Lionel in any of the areas that I go to. I only seen one Super 7 Lionel, and it was the blue Lionel that was frozen. I don't know what episode that was. I haven't watched Thundercats in a while, but it wasn't the original Lionel. Maybe I would have been tempted to pick it up if it was the original, but I remember it had like his eyes closed was the head scope, and he was all blue, and it was like a frozen or something type of Lionel, so it wasn't the original. So I was like, I don't want to pick it up. But I do like how they're coming up with this option. It's $35. Plenty of people like Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter is what really convinced me to buy it, but he brought up a good point, which it doesn't have to be 35 because you get NECA, which their figures are usually $35, $32, and you usually get 2 head scopes, plenty of different hands, plenty of accessories, and this is $35, and all you're getting is the sword and the glove, when the Super 7 is 55, and now they want to give you the extra head scope, the smaller sword, so you can technically put it inside the glove, so you could put it on his hip, so you can't even, that's the only part that sucks. You could put the glove on his hip, but you don't, this sword doesn't retract, and it doesn't come with a smaller one, so that kind of sucks. But this one is pretty much just gonna be displayed, it's nothing special. It's not a holy grail for me. Like certain things are holy grail, like this HulkBuster I'm about to show you. That's one of my holy grails. What else is a holy grail for me? Things with the turtles is a holy. Even when McFarlane came out with the Dark Knight figures, that's my holy grail because Nolan is my Batman. Even though I grew up, the '89 Batman is technically my generation's Batman, but I was a younger kid, so I guess I couldn't really appreciate it. And once I got older, and then Forever, Batman Forever wasn't really a big fan, and Batman and Robin was trash. And I remember when Batman and Robin and Spawn came out the same year, and we loved Spawn, me and my friends, and we would trash Batman and Robin. Now as action figures, I'm glad I have them because it's nostalgia and they look like awesome figures. I could watch the movie now, but it's not something I could watch on repeat. But anyway, when Batman Begins came out and I saw it back when I was in the Navy, I was like, oh, I love that Batman. So that became my Batman. The Tumbler is my favorite Batmobile. So that was my holy grail. So what I'm saying is, it's not a big deal. 35 bucks. I got it. It's going to come out the package, so it's not a holy grail type of thing. So actually, let's unbox it right now. Let's let it breathe, as Matt Cardona would say. All right. That was pretty simple. All right. I know Mad Hatter was talking about how they were saying how the head sculpt was supposed to look, and they had like a picture of a render and how perfect it looked, and how this face doesn't look nothing close to it. It's decent, but nothing like they said it was going to look like really close to the source material. If you see it, if you look at the photo and you look at this, you'd be like, oh man, they kind of dropped the ball. But now that I kind of forgot how it looks, I look at it and be like, oh, it looks like Lionel, It's like I said, it's a good figure. I keep forgetting, like these, I actually took out the HulkBuster before this video and cut all the little ties, so that way I can just take it off the plastic. But other than that, it's a good figure. And even hopefully even from what Mad Hatter was saying, it's still good material. Like you still get, it feels good in the hand, paws. Still has good ab crunch, got the little peg in the side. So you can put the glove on there. Face sculpt. I mean, whatever it is, what it is. It's Lionel, not a bad looking figure. It has the typical points of articulation. I mean, it's kind of stiff, but that's any figure, so I'm pretty sure if I wanted to heat it up, I could. But it feels a good material. I think it's the same exact figure that would come in the Super 7, just not with the extra accessories. So it is what it is, Like I said, it's for me to just have this. This would be on my random nostalgia shelf, stuff with like random, like RoboCop and Back to the Future, like that type of stuff. So that's the glove right there. And then you can, I think you have to, yeah, it looks like you have to take off one of the hands to put it on there. I'm not going to do that right now. So maybe I'm wrong, but I thought, okay, so maybe that's what it is. If you get the Super 7, maybe you get the one with the hole to put in here so that you could put the small sword in there and it hangs on the side. So I guess this won't be displayed with this on his hip. I'll probably always display it with it on his hand and it's him holding his sword. Not a big deal. So let me get the sword out. Sword looks nice. So, you know, those of you know, so got that there. I'll probably take some photos with it and upload it to my Instagram page. It's the same thing if you guys don't follow me on Instagram. Tony B Hunting Figs is the same thing. And last but not least, because I want to keep this short, I got some future videos. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. But again, this is one of my holy grails, the Iron Man HulkBuster Marvel Legends. I was surprised. I ordered this once I saw Just Incredible order his on the Target app. I was curious, so I went on mine, and a lot of them in Meyer didn't have them, and they only had one left, and one of the ones I usually frequent. So I just ordered. I literally ordered at 1 in the morning, and then when I woke up in the morning, it said, "Oh, it's ready to pick up." And as I'm driving, I'm like waiting for them to say they made an error, they don't have it there, because they did that to me last time when I had the Superman and Doomsday 2-pack. And funny thing is, when I got there and I went in the store, I found it on the shelf. So I don't know how they do that. I don't know if they're pulling it from the back, they're pulling it from the shelf. If it's not on the shelf, they go to the back. If it's not on the back, they go to the shelf. Or the system doesn't update in time, so they may be sold out and it's saying they still have one left, because I know some areas do that. But whatever, I got it. Holy Grail. And Just Incredible is right. A lot of this toy hunting, sometimes it's better to order stuff online. And I still enjoy the toy hunting videos. Like I watch Kyle Peterson, I think. He does all the, Marvel Legends and wrestling figures and all that. And I love watching JB's Toy Trunk and a couple of other people that do toy hunts. I like, seeing them find stuff and at least knowing what's out there. It's entertaining. And with all the craziness going on in the world, I like watching stuff that actually puts me in a good mood. But man, this feels awesome in the hand. Pause again. Yeah, look at that. This is an awesome figure. Kind of wiggles. I don't know if it's like on springs or something, but let me see if the head turns. Yeah, the head turns left, right. I'm pretty sure you saw plenty of reviews. A lot of these guys that do reviews, they're smart guys. They're super technical. I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a cop reviewing toys, pretty much, what I think. I'm giving you an honest reaction, but, you get the typical points of articulation. I mean, you're not going to get a double jointed knees with this, big boy right here, but it's good for what it's for. Yeah, you don't get toe articulation. You got elbow, not double elbow. The fingers open up, I think. Okay, so I thought the fingers moved, just the fingers kind of move in. So, oh no, the wrist moves so that the hands kind of stay the way they do. So they kind of like stay in this kind of grippy pose. Okay. He has kind of like these shoulder armor pads. I like how the gold paint is nice. I mean, the camera's probably not doing it justice. Once you get this in hand and even out the box, like the red and the gold really pop out on this. So let me put this right here. Let me pop out the Tony Stark head. It's pretty good. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but let me see if I could get this blur out. It's kind of a blur. But I thought that he has to wear the armor underneath, but like I said, I just have to read up on this because I thought he's supposed to go in. But then again, it's my first glimpse at this was in the movie in Age of Ultron, so I'm not too familiar with the comic book version of it. So I need to look into it. But I did watch that fight with the Hulk busting the Hulk. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. So he does come with the typical 2 closed fists, and he comes with a back plate and a front plate. I hope I didn't break that. So I was laughing at Just Incredible because he was putting it in backwards. So I'm gonna put that on. Okay. So you got the arc reactor. That's pretty self-explanatory. And let's see, before I do the same mistake. Nope, almost did the same mistake. But I know the booster things go on top. And it kind of like slides in. So now, bam, fully armored up. Put it apart like that. Bam, got the back on. These are the 2 pegs for the, like I said, I'm gonna see if I can order blast effects. So you could get like him flying in the air. I just gotta see if they sell something strong enough to hold this up if I ever wanted to do any photography of him flying. So these little, I don't know, I guess these are like jet things, you know, look how technical I am, jet things, whatever these are to fly. So just put those in the holes, ayo, plug that in. So it's like different shapes. So I don't know why they didn't make them the same shape, but that's how it looks. Bam. So I'm assuming that's how he flies with it on. And that is, oh, so I guess, oh, it comes off easy. Bam. Look, they even have the detail under the helmet. They got the detail in there. So they kind of went all out. Put the Tony Stark head in there. I don't know if it's supposed to snap in or just be snug. Armor's kind of coming off. But bam, tiny head. Now, I know Just Incredible is going to display him with this head on, his Tony Stark head. Now, just for shits and giggles, I happen to have a movie Iron Man. I'm not too familiar with the name of the suits. The Iron Mans that I have all happen to be from the movie. I probably have 2 or 3 from the comic book, but this is the last one I bought. I think this is the armor from Endgame, or what you call it, Affinity War, before it got damaged. But I could be wrong because I don't remember the numbers. But this is the recent, I think this is the Mark 14, Mark whatever. So just for comparison size, bam, wow. Yeah, I wish I had a better setup to like put it on the table and show you guys like accurately. So this is him kind of looking up. See Tony Stark looking down. So you can probably get an idea. It's probably comic accurate. I think it makes sense if he was in the suit, how this would look. So this is pretty dope. Yeah. So this is gonna be fun figure photography to use. And even if I wish I had like a regular Hulk that was loose, but the regular Hulks I have away, these are the only Hulks I have loose. But bam, so he's kind of closer to size almost. So he still would give him a run for his money. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna cut this video short. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff to show you guys that I'm excited about. Again, it's been fun finding some of this stuff in the wild, but like I said, I am gonna get into ordering stuff online instead of killing myself that, oh man, I can't find it in the stores near me, and then feel bummed out. Like, I think, you know, it's sometimes it's like you just want it in hand immediately too. You have that feeling, and sometimes you have to be like, you know what, just order it and it'll come eventually, especially when you least expect it. Because the last thing I have coming in is the Colossus, which I told you guys in the last video, and that's gonna be here by Tuesday. So I'm excited to get that, because I don't have a movie Colossus MCU, since technically now Deadpool's in the MCU. And I'm pretty sure I want to compare him to this too, so that'll be nice, kind of like, you know, play around with this and, you know, have him in some fun poses. But yeah, man, definitely pick this up. I give, as Flossie Carter would say, I give this a major, major, major go. Definitely pick it up. See what, you know, if it's in your nearest GameStop or GameStop or Target, and just go and pick it up, man. Because I doubt this is gonna be around for a while. But yeah, that's it for now. If you like this video review, this toy haul, please like, subscribe, hit me with a comment, hit me up on Instagram at Tony B Hunting Figs, and hopefully, you know, I'll be back quick with the next toy haul video, and hopefully you tune in. So until the next time, peace.